Hello, my friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to day 11 of May I Scrap Lift You. And today I have a really fun layout. Today I'm scrap lifting Sam Sweetlove. She is on the Dotty About Flair design team. You can find her on Instagram at Sammy, I-E, S-A-M-M-I-E, Sweet, all together. I will, of course, put that link down below. And frankly, this was not the layout that I had planned, so I have another one from Sam put away in my scrap lift file for another moment. But last week sometime, she posted this in the Dotty About Flair group. She had had a very busy week, and she said, but I did manage to get one layout done. And look, is that not just the most adorable puppy you have ever seen? I believe his name is Dexter. And as soon as I saw that layout, I said, that's it. I have to do that one. I have to do it quickly. So it is a share because I did it one late afternoon into evening while I was watching some tennis, and I just played and did a layout for myself. I've gone further in that I'm using the same collection that Sam used as well. She used the Cocoa Vanilla No Limits. I wanted to go even further and try to use the same supplies, but that gorgeous wood grain background in a 12 by 12, I had already used it, and in the 6 by 8, of course, it was just a little too small. But I used the same collection. So Sam's, I believe, I guess is an A4, which is slightly, is it narrower? I know it's a little bit longer, but I think maybe slightly narrower. So my proportions are a little bit different because I noticed that my photo is quite a bit bigger, but I did still try and stay fairly true to Sam's original. So I cut this gorgeous star background down to 8.5 by 11. And then this one, I did use a 6 by 8 sheet. I left it at the full 8 inches and just cut a teensy little bit off here. I think it's actually about 5.5. And then I put it on the paper, and I felt that it needed a little bit to make it pop. So I went into my stash and I got my Stampin' Up! Basic gray ink, and I just inked around the edges of this paper and of this one as well, which is another 6 by 8 that I had already used a portion of. So I had a little bit left that worked. You can see, if you look really, really closely, you can see that I had to sort of like put two pieces together where I had cut it maybe just a little bit too narrow because I think my photo is wider. Back my photo in the lovely golden yellow. This is my Chopin looking out the window on pretty much the first day this year that we could have the windows open. And he loves lounging in the big terrace window so that you can see the birds go by, the squirrels go by on the hydro lines outside. But he just has a great time going to the movies through the terrace window, and he's just sort of looking at me going, hi there. And I wanted to use the same letters, of course, that are in the collection and the words, but again, because I guess my photo was larger, I didn't quite have the spacing because I thought of doing, you know, hey you, but I didn't sort of like the way it sat. Well, and you see, now that I look at it, it would be perfectly fine. But I didn't like it when I was preparing the layout. So cool, same thing. So now that I sort of look at all of these now, they would have been perfect. Love You Less, I guess that one probably, yeah, you see that one didn't really work. But I had those out, but in the end, I just used my beloved black foam thickers there for hi there. Got that down. I used a piece of chipboard here, which is Adventure Unlimited Crew 2022, because I don't know how I would use that otherwise. And it sort of is a little bit of an adventure, because anything that moves out on my little terrace, you know, if it's a leaf flying by or a bird chirping or a little ant walking by, Chopin is just right there chirping away, chatting at them. Or are they threatening them? I don't know. We're going to pretend he's chatting at them. Anyway, so Adventure Unlimited. I popped, because mine is a little bit lower, I did pop this sort of ticket here in the back, main event, because I thought that was kind of cute. 2 of the chipboard stars, the way Sam has them as well, at least in the same area. Then I move over here, and I did my embellishing slightly differently, but quite similar. I think you can definitely see that it's a scrap lift. Because down here, Sam put this lovely chipboard frame, and again, because the proportions are slightly different, the frame was too big to put it in its entirety, so I cut it in 2, and then used the other half up here instead of the lovely tab. Play Hard, just a sticker, and then another one here. What's this one? The Original, The Best, Unlimited. So again, and this one I popped up on foam. This I actually popped up on foam on this side as well. Found this one. Now, I don't know whether this is supposed to be leopard print or if it's supposed to be coffee beans, but it sort of worked. I like the colors, and I don't know. Leopards are really just really big cats, no? So there you go. Works perfectly in my book. And then just put just here, because that awkward little area here where these 2 papers met, there was a gap, and Sam, of course, has part of her title there, which was perfect. I didn't have, so I really wanted to put something there, so I just used a little wood button. You know how I love to mix and match my flair with different size, so flat back brad, sometimes wood buttons, so that I have different sizes and textures, and 1 more little star. So there you go, and I love this. So I'm just going to do a teensiest bit of journaling, I think, right down here, saying, you know, the first outing, first breath of fresh air for Chopin in quite a while. So he's an indoor cat. So there you go. So thank you so much for being with me, my friends. Make sure, if you are not already over in the Dotty About Flair Facebook group, I'll put that link down below. I will put a link to Sam's Instagram as well. She creates some lots and lots of gorgeousness. And join me back here tomorrow for another May I Scrap Lift You. Bye for now, my friends.